So I've got this king salmon family pack of sushi that I got from Wegmans the other day. It all looks pretty good. I also like the kiwi slices. In Stronghold Kingdoms, I've been researching to increase the productivity of certain food types. I first researched wheat productivity to increase my production of bread. And right now, I'm researching to increase the productivity of meat within my villages by researching pig breeding, if I recall correctly. I didn't go into the pool today because I'm still a little sunburnt on my shoulders, especially the right one. In Stronghold Kingdoms, I bought my 5th village, Pescato Village, with the word for which is Spanish for fish, or fish in Spanish. And I think slightly before getting that River 1 village so that I could produce fish and trade it to my other villages. I specifically bought it at the location I did because its position puts it within range of my Tyler Wow village and my Correo village, as well as the Pitch village and the Iron village. Basically, I'm in a position where I can give my lowland villages, Talawao and Correo, all the pitch and fish they need. In order to be as prosperous as possible. The thing is, I haven't researched fishing at all at this point. And I only put 1 point into pitch extraction, the bare minimum to be able to produce pitch at all. And within the pitch village, I haven't built any pitch rigs because I'm hoping to save the pitch village for when I get another construction crazy quest within the lineup. I've completed 76 quests, but there could be another construction crazy quest in the future. Not too long ago, I completed the Ride Like the Wind quest in which I had to uncover 25 resource statues in 24 hours. Or in other words, be the first player to scout and forage a resource stash when it pops up about once an hour. Because I think in all of the quests that say do X thing Y number of times, you get 24 hours to do that. Here's where I am in Elvenar. The Monterey. Got a whole bunch of knowledge points. I don't think I was very active on this game today. Maybe I was a bit more active on Stronghold Kingdoms. I had a cup of coffee at about 9:30 in the morning. currently got a bit of a backlog on my dinner uploads, which I've got to work on at some point. At some point, I think towards the evening, the early evening from 5 to 7 p.m., around that time, I went into the basement in a sort of effort to try to figure out what I want to do. For this scene I'm working on. And I found a piece of styrofoam within that room, within the basement, that's full of clutter, primarily things that used to be in both my room and my sister's room years ago, during our early to late childhood. I don't know if there's a way I can craft forge and thus complete this set for the Pilgrim's Manor. For lunch, early lunch at around 11 in the morning, I had 2 slices of pizza the pizza mom made the other day, which I microwaved for 1 minute. And it had pepperoni and black olives on it because those are the toppings Mom put on throughout the whole pizza. I felt pretty tired and ended up falling asleep at, it may have been around 7 or 8 p.m. I was able to pull out of the brink of falling asleep twice by doing deep breaths, kind of like this. But ultimately, I wasn't able to prevent myself from falling asleep at that moment because I just wanted to keep lying down on my bed. I'm grateful for that extra seahorse food I got. Really helps me to get another artifact for the Triumph of the Tides evolvable building. For this event. So I'll evolve it in about an hour and a half. I didn't just start a styrofoam drawing. On the piece I found within the basement, which was a bit flaky. So I took those pieces off, those little bits of loose styrofoam. And the back has a depression on it. While the front has a depression at one end. But I simply solved that by rotating the piece so that the depression would be at the bottom. And sure, the depression in the back will complicate making a drawing on that piece of styrofoam, but I can't really complain when for both me and Mom, it's essentially a free piece because it came with something she ordered long ago. I think it may have been one of those bear ornaments, which I can find within that back cupboard that holds the printer if I do just a bit of looking. I made some improvements to the orc settlement, so most of the mushroom farms are now level 4. Making a whole bunch of power shrooms because I need those in order for these orc rally points to be able to produce loot. Which is the other settlement resource I'll need. Excuse me, in order to activate these technology researches. I think I'm already at... Yeah. And the Wood Elves chapter is the one that introduces mana. All in all, it's looking pretty good. Although I did start a styrofoam drawing on this big long piece. The idea is it's going to be a sort of playoff on floors. Colored bars with a number that's supposed to be a different color, though. I accidentally made the 5, the 5th bar, the 5 on that bar, pretty difficult to see by drawing in the number 5 with a silver metallic Sharpie and then coloring in the bar with one of those new recently released I think they're called mist colors based off the Sharpie box packaging. This sparkling ice beverage is pretty good at clearing my palate. In the morning, I only recall having just a bit of the jelly beans, and I only had a bit of the M&M stuff almost entirely. Actually, I think it was completely entirely the larger peanut M&Ms. Rather than those little minis. Everything in both of those bags is bought and paid for. From the bulk candy section, which has been around for years and years at our local Wegmans. In terms of the start from trying to start work on, I got up to working on 8 before I fell asleep, for which I believe the number is red while the bar is blue. So that's where I'm at the moment. Based off of how long that piece in question is, it could very well end up having over 40 floors. And we'll just have to see what happens. As for what I'm working on right now in the 99 Dan Hamming, I've kind of made a decision for the new scene at the moment not to use any business friendly or contemporary props so that the style lines up with the rest of the full energy theme inspired, kind of more realistic, as in using photos I took with my phone. And at the moment, the video, which has the title of UB3, which is the 5th raw video file for the 99th Dan Hamming, I've currently got a completely blank scene serving as a placeholder. And that raw video is currently about 3 minutes and 25 seconds long, with an exact time of 3 minutes, 24 seconds, and 833 milliseconds.